10 best types of players in World of Warcraft. That topic is so boring and irrelevant. See, this is what I need. But this is, shit, I don't think I can make that into a video. People who bring repair bots to raids are the true unsung heroes of WoW. They are basically the closest thing we'll ever get to real life angels. People who bring their repair bots deserve their loot to be Warforged or even better, have avoidance on it. But the bots are really only usable inside of buildings, as the mammoth or yak is far more effective than the bots, basically taking them out of business in the fresh air. Robots' working conditions are taking a nosedive. The Kirin Tor and the blind Lucky Do-ass Grummels are putting them in this situation. Hey mate, I smell some good luck in the near future for you. Now to be deliberate for a second, the people who give the loot they won fair and square to others in greater need are the most ethical, honorable sissies. Get a spine or jump in the sea, you damn jellyfish. Fuck other people, man, you are yourself closest. This is after all a single player game, right? Yes, got it. Yo man, Oh, you need this epic item to replace your green one? Yes. Ugh, too bad man, I need this 6 item level upgrade. But it's such a big upgrade for me. Fuck that noise, there's a reason my online character wears his cap on backwards. I'm an asshole. People who go to the Summoning Stone. Now, since we have garrisons, why would we want to go out in the world? We can go into the spooky mines, play Pokemon, wonder why this shit isn't finished yet, and at the end of the day, we can have a cold one in the inn. Why risk our lives by moving out of this secure bubble of comfort? That's a good question, and you know what? We don't have to. Well, not into the open world anyway. That's why Summoning Stones exist. You might have heard of them. They were popular back in the day. You like send 2 people to the dungeon or raid to summon the rest. It was, I tell you, it was beautiful. Even though this is an ancient practice, some people still dare to move out of their nest and do what is necessary to keep any raiding, other than LFR, alive. These people are truly doing the Titan's work, and they are basically some of the great wonders of Azeroth. You have tried this at some point. You are just about to attack or start a quest to kill a mob, and right before you're about to initiate, some bloke strolls in, attacks the mob, and you just stand there searching through your bags for a skinning knife and some bleach. But then, all of a sudden, the mob's NPC power shine through, killing the player. And well, let's be honest, we do not mourn him. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about people who kill me in BGs, but rather those who kill trash mobs in raids. If not for them, how would lazy people like myself be able to AFK till the next boss? Thanks, guys. Let's all just take a moment to appreciate the people who put up the real portal to DALARAN. May Nisarth sprinkle his glory upon you. People who type in everything but English in trade chat on English servers. Thanks for being so considerate as to hinder our understanding of the tumor-inducing shit you're putting out. Even though it kind of fills the chat room, but you still censor yourself, so. If I was humane, I would do the same with my whole existence. People who actually enchant your stuff after you traded them the mats. There's a special place in Valhalla for all of you. Storytime with Kakio. The electrical signals in my brain reminisce a time, namely Wrath, where I would search for someone who could enchant berserking onto my newly acquired Pugius, Fist of Defiance from ICC, and when I had finally increased the tip to a point where people actually cared, I was as broke as Topper McNabb at the time, and found someone up for the job, I had to trade the quite expensive mats, what amounted to 64% of my total gold possessions, over to him. And then, the anxiety commenced. Would he stay and do what I asked, or take a sudden hike to the login screen? That was actually a legit thing that happened to me a couple of times. It kinda impaired my ability to trust humans in general, and launched me into a crippling state of wishing to be alone. I love garrisons. If I was an actor and had to be able to cry on command, I would think about this shit. Now I don't know if that still takes place, because nowadays we can completely avoid all human interaction by just buying enchants at the auction house, which is pretty effective for people who don't like to be scammed, I guess. Now, people who give gold to beggars are not on this list because they give gold to the poor players looking far for their first mount or that shiny epic on the auction house. No, they are on this list because they make those people shut the hell up. And even though they fuel the gold begging by actually giving the beggars what they beg for, they still make one less gold beggar in the world, at least for a certain amount of time. this is no top 10, so there is no real reason behind the order, the numbers behind the different types of players. But if we were to find one player to surpass the rest in basic human morals, it would be the raid leaders who doesn't demand achievements from other players. Okay, let's first address the negatives. When they don't require people to have achievement, they might be inviting a self-sustaining tumor to join the raid and basically make them wipe. This can happen, but you know what? That's why you make a kick target macro. Are they not bringing anything of value to the team, and are they just leeching off of other players' dedication to actually be competent? Then kick them with the following whisper: keep to pet battles. That's the negatives. Now to why this should be a more common practice. Some of the types I've mentioned before this point, the people with repair bots, the human beings who sacrifice their loot, the mortals who clears trash, and to an extent those who go to the summoning stone, wouldn't be relevant if no one raids. And most WoW players probably doesn't have the heroic achievement a month or two after the raid patch. These people, those who don't demand achievements, give potential new raiders a chance to try the real deal out instead of the abomination that is Raid Finder. Instead of being told, no, go find a guild, you scrub, they get a chance to try another part of the content out. Yeah, they might suck to begin with, but my hope is that most people who raid actually want to become better at it and master their class/spec. Unfortunately, if you have ever raided, that is not always what's perceived. So in conclusion, all these different player types bring happy, stupid smiles on people's faces. But if you want to go for the most effective way to make this game just a tad more of a positive experience for other players, go die to a quest mob, mate.